What's up? What's up? Back with another one, Responsible Degenerate podcast. I'm your host, Robbie. That's my host, Mel.
Yo,
Rolly
I
will
got
be here. He'll be here soon. But today we
mm-hmm.
got a special guest.
Special.
Special guest. The host of the Girls Who Like Hoops Pod,
Mm-hmm.
Big Tori.
Thank you.
Big Tori. Tori, what's up? What's up?
Welcome.
Nothing much, just vibing. Excited to be here. I watched some of you guys' episodes before, so I was like, I gotta.
That's
love.
That's
see what's
love.
going
That's
on.
love. Where you from?
I'm from like Atlanta, but like the suburbs area, so like 30, 40-ish minutes away from there, and then I work in like Atlanta, so I just commute.
All right, that's what's up, man. What's up, man? So today we got a good episode. Today we got Fever. They lost their point guards. The Seattle Storm is trending the wrong way, down in the standings. We also have the Mercury also trending downwards as well. We got Aja Wilson and Alicia Gray wins players of the week. We're gonna get into that. And then at the end we're gonna top it off with our game segment that we always play. Facts is facts. Rolly's a back-to-back winner. Hopefully one of y'all could dethrone him this weekend. Hopefully, because
I've been working on that game. I've been like
I'm not even gonna lie. You got it. You're gonna have to hold it down, I fear.
Nah, you got good basketball knowledge. So I feel like you or Mel could edge him out today. You know.
Just that 5 seconds. Kind of
yeah.
I'm gonna go in with that confidence. You're right.
Yeah,
I got it.
You might. You never know. But I want to start. Oh yeah, and I got. I'm sorry, we got Paige and against Sonya for Rookie of the Year. But I want to start with the Fever losing Eric McDonald and Sid Colson in the same game, career ending injuries. And what's funny is that I seen Sid's injury. I don't know if I might have turned to some, so I didn't see Eric's injury. So when I see it the next day or whatever, I'm like, out for the season. I'm like, when the hell she got hurt? So I started rewind the game back real quick. So I rewind the game back. I'm like, oh, right here. I'm like, wow. I didn't know it was that serious. I thought it was like some minor low toe injury, but it turned out to be broken foot or whatever it was. So she out for the season. So the Fever have signed Odyssey Sims. By times, I feel like she always deserves a spot. I don't understand how she keeps getting cut and going from team to team. That's neither here nor there. But how y'all feel about Odyssey's fit with that Fever team?
I definitely think they're gonna need like a little bit of time to gel, just because like they've gone through a lot. Like the Fever have had like so many different people kind of going in and out of the lineup, and so I know Odyssey probably hasn't even had a lot of opportunity to like practice with them and everything. So like this being their first game, and it's not even like they lost by a lot. I'll also say that because I kind of saw her getting a little bit of flack from some fans as well after the game yesterday. But I think she's going to be really good. Like I have no reason to believe that she won't be able to hold it down until at least Caitlin's able to maybe come in during like the playoffs. But I'm sure by then they'll have it all figured out. But I'm really excited for Odyssey, especially because I know she got waived from the Sparks, and we didn't really know like what the reasoning was behind that because she was hooping. So I'm excited to see like what happens here. And like that's been a really good fit for a lot of other people like Ari McDonald earlier this season. So I'm excited for her.
Yeah, same. Yeah, just to piggyback off of what Tori mentioned, I agree 100%. I feel like Odyssey Sims definitely, I feel like it's a great fit for Indiana. You can tell like with Ari McDonald, they went for like another lefty guard that's pretty quick and shifty, and I just feel like she really fits that scheme well. Like she's a big guard who can control the pace, she can score, and an important thing is that she could play defense. She's gonna hound you. She's not gonna make anything. You're gonna have to work against Odyssey Sims. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just like with anything, things are gonna take time, as you can tell. She's trying to figure out her footing. You know what I'm saying? Knowing when to score, knowing when to pass. But we know Odyssey Sims is a bucket. So once she has that mindset, it's all over. And I feel like once she is able to do that consistently, when Caitlin Clark comes back, hopefully, I feel like that could be definitely a scarier look because Odyssey Sims is more of a bigger body than Ari McDonald. So I feel like it's kind of like Ari McDonald 2.0 in a way. And obviously Odyssey Sims is a bit more proven, even though Ari McDonald has been having a career year. You know what I'm saying? Like she had 27 points early this season and a comeback win against Phoenix. Like Ari McDonald has been normal. I think the pickup with Odyssey Sims is definitely huge. She's she plays on both sides of the board. And it's just going to take some time. You know what I'm saying? Like how Tori said, Indiana lineups have been switching back and forth. Caitlin Clark seems like she hasn't played since the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? So it's really tough, unfortunately. I'm wishing, Sid Colson, Ari McDonald, Caitlin, a speedy recovery because, that's a special team. And they've been definitely outperforming. Like even with Caitlin Clark, like how we mentioned before, like they beat Minnesota in the Commissioner's Cup, so they've proven they could win no matter who's out there. But obviously, health is a big thing. So I'm hoping Odyssey Sims can jump in, continue to come to win, continue to shine.
Yeah, I think, like, to piggyback on what you said, Mel, I think like she definitely brings, like, similar to Aerie, just a little more offense, a lot more offense. Like, I think like she'll, like you said, defensively, get after defensively, press guards, pressure guards, move the ball, find an open teammate. Like, she could do all that. Plus she could go get you 30 on any given night. Right. So that's another threat that's out there. I think she practiced once. I did see a video of her practicing once. It probably was like a walkthrough or something, but I did see like her fans. But I mean, it's not really their fans. It's really be Caitlyn fans that be. I seen them bashing her. I'm like you think somebody's going to sub in on practice time and just come out and get 30? Like, that's not how this works. But half of them never played basketball or any sport, so they don't know how it works, man. So let them say what they got to say, man. But because they don't know, if they don't know who Odyssey is, they're gonna find out who Odyssey is. They're gonna find out. They're gonna find out with her, Kelsey Mitchell in the backcourt. Come on, stop playing, man.
For sure.
Stop playing, man. They're gonna find out, man. And they lost last night to Dallas. But it was a good game, man. It was a great game, man. But let me ask y'all a question though, like off topic. Y'all watch women's basketball, so do y'all think Aaliyah Boston is dirty? Keep it a buck.
I wouldn't say dirty. I will say that I think that I agree with some other people's takes on. I don't think that there is like not a reason for some of the more prominent bigs to kind of get irritated with her while they're playing with her. Just, like Asia, BG, like we've kind of seen Tina Charles even like kind of getting out of character a bit. And that's not even something that we typically see from Asia or from Tina. Cause like those are like, people who are like proven vets, like pros. And you do go back and watch some of the games and you're like, oh, she was throwing some elbows here and there. And, it's just like one of those things where it's like, she's an amazing player. And like, she definitely like, she holds her own in the post. Like you can't take that away from her. Yeah. But it is like, I think that you do have to kind of take some accountability for like some of the fouls. Like she definitely be fouling. Sometimes she has some moving screens here and there. And I think it is a bit, I think it's a bit disingenuous to kind of like say that, oh, we're not calling the game equally because you're kind of she's getting kind of a special whistle. So I think they have to be, especially Stephanie, because I feel like she kind of did a little bit after the game. But I don't think she's a dirty player. I think she's just gonna have to learn how to like figure that out and how to be dominant without, going the extra mile, if you will.
She be getting them sneaks in. She be getting them sneaks in, bro.
She does.
I'm like, why everybody got a problem with you? Like,
that's why. Man,
and it be calm players like JJ, like players that don't get into nothing for real, but when it come to you, is something going on, it's extra. Now I'm watching her like last night I saw her pull down Hans Allen. I'm like, yo, like what's she doing? Like, what's all this for?
That was a crazy play.
Like, what's this? Like,
Mike Hans Allen, like, come on.
Yeah, like, so I'm like, yo, like, she a little dirty, man. Like, she try to hide it, like, and then when she get caught, she go. I'm like,
I think that's the part that gets me. Like, I'm kind of like, okay, like, girl, they run the tape back, and you're like, okay, we saw that. You can't pretend you didn't. And then I think also something that kind of like. Everybody's noticed, but sometimes like certain announcers, like they're really like, they're kind of like, oh, that's not a foul. She didn't do that.
Tori, say their name. Tori, say her name. Tori, say her name. I know who it is. Tori, say her name. I know who it is.
Rebecca.
Lobo, yes.
And then it's like, is it like? I don't remember who their like home announcers are, but like sometimes I can't even like sit through some of their games because I'm like the like commentary on it feels so biased. And I get it, like liking your team or whatever, but like you have to call that stuff out. Like if it's a foul, it's a foul. And like we obviously all saw a lot of the things she was doing that weren't even getting called.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't say Aaliyah Boston's a dirty player. I mean, obviously, coming from South Carolina, playing under one of the best, college basketball coaches, Dawn Staley winning the championship. Like Aaliyah Boston is fundamentally sound. She definitely, goes about things the right way. But I will say, as of late, it seems like she's been getting into a lot of actual players where it just seems like, yo, like what's really going on? And like a lot of the times, like when you're watching the games and you see in the replays, she could be having you all on offense, posting people up. She's shoving that elbow. She's moving you with that elbow. And I'm like, whoa. Aaliyah, you can't do that, right? But I mean, it's not like just a one-time thing. This is been consistent all throughout the season. So I don't necessarily think she's a dirty player, but I do feel like there's something there. And we got to be honest, like Aaliyah Boston has been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, I think it was when, people were going crazy on her on Twitter, saying, yo, you're not good, X, Y, and Z. And I remember Aaliyah Boston saying like, yo, like she had to, get off of social media and like, not go on her X accounts because of the criticism that she's been receiving. So it's like, I feel like she's she might just feel pressure of like needing to go the extra mile or do something like it's a little bit, something that's a little bit out of character at times. I don't think that she is a dirty player, but I just feel like there's just so much going on with her and the pressure to perform in Indiana, and you're playing with Caitlin Clark, the world loves her. So it's like, it's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Aaliyah Boston. I feel like she's one of the most consistent players in the W. I feel like she has the potential to be one of the best bigs in the league. She has one of the highest IQs in the league. But I will say there are certain times where there's just certain antics where I'm just like, Aaliyah Boston, you all right? Like, everything okay? I just think there's just so much going on in her mind. Like, I understand you want to compete, but there's times where I'm like, yo, Aaliyah Boston, you bugging, like, with that elbow. You bugging with that shove. Like, what's going on?
And then she ran to the wrong one, and Tina Charles put ass down. Stop playing with me. Like, stop playing with me. Like this ain't what you want. Like, how you get into it with Lee? Lee barely speak English. How you get into it with Lee? Like, come on, bro. Like
the nicest.
Yeah, like exactly. She might score on you, like, I'm sorry. Like, you get into her, like, come on. It's like, come on, AB.
I think it's also interesting how, like, a lot of the bigs, or at least, like, some of them, like, Asia and Tina, like, I know we've seen them do this for sure, but, like, they give, like, the other people that are competing against pointers, like, during the game. I don't ever really even see anybody talking to Aaliyah, because she probably be doing too much in the pen. Like, I ain't gonna help you.
Yeah.
Tips.
Yeah. Like, she got friends. I don't even think she got friends, like, besides the Indiana female. I don't even think people rocking with her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
me either, man, but should be alright, man. And Stephanie White out here acting like she began hacking. Like, stop. Like, come on, like how much call do you want? Like, what else do you want? Like,
Stephanie been bugging.
She can foul out every game. If you be honest, like, she can foul out every game. So be happy she's not fouling out. Yeah, be happy she's not fouling out. So no, Stephanie White, no, she gonna defend her player. So yeah, so I know how it go, man. Seattle Storm was a team that Mel had high hopes for coming into the season. I was one that was like, Mel, I don't see it. And it's kind of coming into fruition now because they're now 8th. They lost I think 5 straight. Alicia Clark just requested she requested a trade. It came out she requested a trade. So now people are like, what's going on in that locker room that's everybody's requesting a trade? And then you heard a report about verbal altercations and et cetera. So they're not, besides Dominique and maybe NECA or Scott Dickey too, but they're not really in a good place right now. They're not like, they like one game, no, they're half a game, I think, above the Sparks for the last playoff spot. They play the Dream tonight. So if they lose tonight, they might be either tied, I don't know, like the head-to-head, they might be either tied for 9th or be tied for 8th or 9th place. So, Tori, I think you're an Op fan. You're the other team, but
you're a Lynx fan?
Yeah, she a Lynx fan. She a Op. She a Op, man. She a Op. She a other fan. Yeah, like she a other fan, man. I was like, when I seen her bio, I was like, man, like,
okay,
yeah, man, like, yeah, like, and then like when they get Degenerates, she popping that shit. Talking about champion, like.
That's a great pick. That was a great pickup.
First of all,
it was.
First of all, your head coach needs therapy because I don't know why she's so angry with us. I understand what happened last year, but like, man, let it go. You know, Jason Rod, like, what's that about? Like, and then they ask her, but then they ask you right, but they ask her like, what's you right, Seattle. I so my fault, Seattle. How y'all feeling about Seattle right now at this moment? As they sit in 8th place.
There's so many things to unpack there. I think it's, first of all, kind of unfortunate just because I feel like on paper, obviously, we know that that's like a really talented team. It's just that we've seen in the past and like even like in the NBA and stuff like that, like it doesn't really matter like what's on paper. It's about like what you go out there and do together, and what you execute. And so I'm not going to lie. At the beginning of the season, I had Seattle like top 3. just because I felt like I was like, I feel like the Liberty, I have to respect them, put that in that one spot. And then I was like, I think the Aces, I'm supposed to believe the Aces were gonna, do something else. And I was like, but I feel like Seattle could definitely give like, a lot of the teams a run for their money just because of their experience and their talent. But unfortunately, we haven't really seen that. It's really confusing. I kind of felt like, no shade, but like I kind of felt like Brittany Sykes was that didn't really make sense to me, because if your problem is shooting, Brittany Sykes can like attack the paint and like get to the free throw line, but it doesn't really help you because you already have Skylar Diggins and Erica Wheeler who also primarily attack the paint. So to me, it didn't really make sense to get like a third archetype of that same player. But I don't know. I feel like if they want to do something, they're really gonna have to pick it up in this game tonight, and then just in a general sense, like they're gonna have to win these other games if they want to be serious about getting in the playoffs. And if they're not serious about it and they don't win these games, the coach is definitely gonna be gone.
Yeah,
I think even if they win, she going. Like at this point, it's like their last game, right? Dominique and Sykes had this. They combined for like I think it was like 40-something points, 50 points, whatever it was. But like that team does not complement each other. So now it's like when Sykes have a good game, I guarantee you either Skylar Diggins gonna have a bad game or Gabby, one of them, because like they do all the same thing. So
I agree.
They do all the same thing. So now you bring in Sykes, right? And then like they had some little something going on with Erica Will at the star shooting guard. So now you bump her to the bench. You bring in Skylar Diggins. You bring in Tiffany Mitchell. So now you really not playing your best shooter, and Lexi Brown. Like she's not at the far end of the bench now, and it's like in Noelle Quinn. Oh man, like I think she's definitely going. Like no matter, I don't think they like. I think she's going. No matter if they win the rest of their games, she's going because like that team just don't mesh. Like it just don't mesh. It don't mesh. And I said it from the beginning. I said, yo, Mel, they ain't got no shooter. I could literally just pack the lane with somebody got the ball and pack the lane, and what they gonna do? They can't do nothing because they ain't got no shooters. I'm not scared of Brittany Sykes. I'm not scared of Gabby Williams. Shoot it. Go ahead and shoot it. Like, so I'm like, that team just didn't make sense to me. So now, being that they're in 8th, it don't surprise me. It surprises y'all. It surprises their fans because y'all had them high. I'm like, bro, you need shooting. It's not going to work with no shooters. You can have all the defense you want. Cool. But at the end of the day, you got to score the basketball as well. And if you don't got shooters, let's say you play New York, right? New York got 5 shooters. You ain't got not one. So now, if we go on, like I said, a 12-0 run, whatever, you can't really match us. You can't really match the high-scoring teams. You can't match them. It's hard. You got all that defense, but at the end of the day, they have a high-power offense. You can't really match them shot for shot because you ain't got that. That's why a team like the Sparks could like stick with teams because they don't play no defense, but they have an elite offense. So being that they have an elite offense, I can't stop you, but you can't stop me. As we seen last night with the Liberty, they had like 90-some, let's say 90% of the time, 90-some points is gonna get you a win. It's gonna get you a win in this league. So, but man, how you feel about Seattle? You was on the train. I don't know if you're still on the train. You might have hopped off. I don't know. Let me know.
Stay on. We won't judge you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, like early on in the season, I was like, I had Seattle as like my sleeper team because I looked at Skylar Diggins, I looked at Lexi Brown. I had Dominique Malonga as my rookie of the year because I'm looking at her highlights. I'm like, yo, she's gonna be the Wembenyama of the WNBA. Now, obviously, it took her a while to get her footing and things like that. She's been playing exponentially well. So yeah, when I looked at the team, I'm just like, yo, it's Zaya Cook, who is somebody who's I'm a huge fan of. I know she's not there anymore. I'm like, yo, even though they may struggle with shooting, I just feel like their tenacity, their intestinal fortitude, they're going to bully a lot of teams. Like, you're not going to be able to just pull up in Seattle and just do what you want. I just thought, like, yo, they'll figure out a way. Noelle Quinn, things like that. But, man, have I been wrong? I mean, and right now, they just been snowballing. I mean, they're at AC, and I'm not going to lie to you, the way that they've been playing, I don't even think they deserve that playoff seed. And it hurts for me to say that because it's like, you know, like I have respect for Skylar Diggins, Nneka, and things like that. But it's just like how we all mentioned, they've just been very inconsistent. 1 minute they're looking good, but then they're losing by 30 to the Golden State Valkyries, or they're going into Connecticut and getting shellacked. It like you can't have that much of a lapse. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that team just has like a lot of issues. And a player that we haven't really mentioned a lot, where I feel like I'm kind of just like surprised on her play, is Ezi Magbagor. Like Ezi Magbagor used to really be a factor on offense and defense. She's having career lows all across the board. It doesn't seem like she's engaged. It just seems like something is off. And you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like how you mentioned with, like, teams talk about, oh, like, there's verbal altercations, things like that. And it's just like, yo, we really got to think, like, yo, what's really going on in Seattle? It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, how many verbal altercations have to be said and have for you to really look at, like, yo, what's really going on with Seattle? You know what I'm saying? And same thing. I feel like it's one of those things where Noelle Quinn, I feel like they just need a new voice. And that's not saying that she's a bad coach. I just think that at certain times, the players just need somebody new to listen to. They need somebody new in their ear. And I feel like after this season, Seattle really needs to recalibrate, look themselves in the mirror and be like, okay, like, how are we going to get better from here? They have good pieces. You know what I'm saying? Similar to like how you said, Tori, like, I love Brittany Sykes, but I don't think that fit. I don't think her being on Seattle is a great fit because it's like you have Skylar Diggins there. You have Gabby Wills. You need shooting. And it's like Brittany Sykes can shoot threes, but at the end of the day, she's not a three-point shooter. She's a scorer who can occasionally hit threes. And she's hitting threes. It's going to be a long day, but she's not a three-point shooter. So I feel like Seattle right now is definitely, just it's kind of just, they're just like downfalling. And I feel like, they're playing Atlanta tonight, who is looking really good. They just beat Phoenix, you know what I'm saying, to, get that Thursday. So I think it, not to wish bad on the team, but I just see this thing continuing. And I just think it's one of those things where, I just feel like their juice just ran up, and it's going to be time. It's going to be time for like a change pretty soon.
Now, can I ask you guys a question?
Absolutely.
Are you like, how much of this, of like the weight of the roster, do you guys put on like the front office, like the GM's putting together? Because I do agree with you guys. Like, coach definitely, like, there's, it could be time for her to move on and things like that. But also, like, if the front office didn't give me a shooter, like, what am I supposed to do? I put Lexi Brown out there. She's not hitting them at the caliber that we need them. Or maybe, in practice, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, so I'm not even going to waste my time. So, like, what do you guys think about, like, the roles that GMs play in making sure that, a coach has a good enough roster to compete?
I think it's 50-50. Because I feel like, I feel like a good GM-coach relationship, I would ask you, or, like, get your input on, like, what you think I should go for, what do you need, et cetera, et cetera. So, I'll put it on 50-50. 50-50, right? But but it's like, in this case, I might have to go like 70-30 on this one, because yes, we didn't give you shooters, but you shouldn't be in 8th place. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like being in 8th place. Like, there's no way you telling me the Valkyries are better than you. Who was in front? Let me see who was in front of me. With that talent alone, you should be at least top 5.
Now, hold on. They did have like a big slip though. Like, and like the games in between, like the 4 through, what is it, like 7, 8, that was like really tight. So like, it could be that they win like their next 2 games and then they're back kind of where they were, like they're in the 4 or 5. So like, it's still like, yes, it looks really bad right now because of those 5 losses. Yeah. But if they're able to come back, do you give like props to her on that, or do you give like?
We can't speak on something that didn't happen. We can speak on
That's fair.
Yeah, we can speak on what's going on. Okay. Right now, your ass say 8th. I can't speak on what you're going to do next week. Yeah. We'll speak on that next week. Feel me? But go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, it's so, cause it's like, at the end of the day, like, if Seattle does pick it up, at the end of the day, you show love to the players, you show love to the coach for figuring out a way. And back to your question, I'm sorry, I definitely do think, it's extremely important for GMs to set coaches up for success. But the only thing that makes this situation different is because this isn't just a roster issue with like people, not having enough shooters. There's internal turmoil to where we don't know what's really going on with that organization. Jewel Lloyd leaves Seattle talking about she's unhappy. She's trying to find, like, she's depressed. Like, that's not good. You got Leah Rue. Yeah, she requested a trade because she wanted more minutes. But at the end of the day, she demanded out. Now you got Alicia Clark. That's talking about, verbal altercation, things is getting out. Now she's in Washington. So I think it's more than just the inability to be able to perform with the roster. I just think there's too much stuff going on under her supervision where it's like, yo, this is a bigger problem that we really need to look at. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not but I anytime you hear Seattle, you always think great organization, et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of noise coming out of things going wrong. So it's like, yo, we gotta pay attention to that. So I think that's the only issue. If that wasn't there, and then they were just having issues because of the roster, then it's like, yeah, GM, you gotta make better decisions with getting players that fit that system. But it's not just that; it's this internal turmoil where it's like we have nowhere else to look besides Noah Quinn. We have, like, at the end of the day, there's nowhere else you can look at the players. You can say this, that, and the third. Jewel Lloyd isn't there no more. Now it's like Noel Quinn. What's going on there? And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you the head coach. I can't blame the assistant coach. I gotta talk you the head coach. So why there's always investigations? Why there's always trade requests? Like, and then it's like veterans that's just like asking for the trade request. They like, it's like verbal. Like verbal. I mean, people assume it's Skylar Diggins because she's super competitive, but it's like. But I think it's more than that. There's no way, because like it's more. It gotta be more than that. There's no there's no way one player she's competitive, so she might get mad at Tori because Tori can't make a fucking three. So now I want to trade. Nah. It gotta be more than that. It gotta be some more than that in there. And she don't have it under control. It's getting to the media. It's getting out. It's just too much. Yeah, it's too much going on. So on top of that, what can mask that? Winning. And then you're not even winning. So now it's like, we really go get on your ass now because there's a lot going on over there. So I mean, like you said, I think they make it. I think they make it. I don't think they might be like 8 seed, 7 seed, but they might get bumped first round, and then it's like all that talent and you wasted it. Like Sykes, Gabby, Skylar Diggins, NECA. And then how she was. I mean, a lot of people was like, "Oh yeah, Dom could." I'm like, "Nah, Dom is freaking balling, man. Dom should have been playing from day one. Like there's no way Dom is playing 2 minutes. There's no way. Like, you got this. Was she like 6'9", 6'11"? I told her she like 6'10" or something. Whatever she is, like you got this monster just sitting on your bench. And then like even Lexi, like she's not even giving Lexi opportunity. So like Hawks are like. How am I gonna show you I could like shoot or whatever if you don't even let me get in the game? And when I get in the game, it's like 2 minutes. What I'm gonna do 2 minutes? What I'm gonna do in 2 minutes? So it's a lot going on over there, man. And like she don't play her bench. Like she even said it like, oh, I gotta play my bench more. Why are you playing 2 35-year-olds 30-some minutes every night? No, we got a hectic schedule, a lot of back-to-backs, a lot of traveling. What are you doing? You mishandling this whole situation, bro. So now you're gonna have to like I said, I'm pro-black, but you're gonna have to step Quinn. Like, no, she could definitely be on somebody's sideline, assistant coach or somewhere for sure. But head coach, she ain't ready for that, man. And it's cool, Everybody not ready for that, Paige Beckett's versus Sonya for the Rookie of the Year has become a hot topic lately. Yeah, I know. I have Paige Beckett's, of course. Who is y'all Rookie of the Year?
Definitely Paige. I'm following your lead on that one. I think it's like, to me, it's like no question. I've seen people like kind of, say their stuff about Sonya, like, oh, Sonya, she's had this game and she's done this and that. But when I look at like the full body of work, like, could the Dallas Wings win without Paige Beckers? No. Could the Mystics win without Sonya? I think they could. I think it's just like very different situations, but even when we're just looking at like impact on the team, I just think Paige is taking it. Like, she's just a very well-rounded player, and so is Sonya. But when we talk about there being levels to this, like, I feel like Paige is just like that standard at that like high level, and then she's just gonna keep getting better from here. And obviously, I think Sonya can also get better. So I think there's always going to be like those two people who are like, in conversation. But to me, it's not even a conversation. Paige Beckers all the way.
Facts.
Yeah, well, that makes all three of us. Yeah, I'm going with Paige Beckers. And I say it's respectful because listen, Sonya Citron has been balling this season. Like, listen, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. The way Washington was looking in the beginning, when they had Slim, like, people didn't even have Washington as a playoff team or being competitive. But Sonya Citron and, of course, Kiki Iriafen has helped, elevate that team and, put them in a space that not a lot of people thought they would be. But I'm not going to lie to you. Paige Beckers looks like she's been there for years. She looks like a vet. I mean, Paige Beckers you talk about efficiency. That mid-range game is automatic. I feel like her impact on the court alone, like, yeah, she a rookie, but she just got a little bit. Her bop is just a little bit more different. She got a little bit more swag in that pizzazz. Like, it's just a lot going on. I mean, if you're just looking at the numbers, like Paige Becker's averaged more points than Sonia Citron. She averages more assists and more steals. But so it's not just offensively. Paige Beckers is playing great defense. She's in passing lanes. She's getting steals. She's making an impact on both sides of the floor. Now, even if you're just looking at the team, respectfully, right? Like, Enrique's been dealing with injuries. Dallas has been changing lineups. They started Haley Jones. Washington has a better team. And it's like the fact that Paige is able to do what she's been doing with not the consistent amount of support that maybe Sonia Citron's been getting is remarkable. Like, this woman is leading the charges. Paige Beckers, after I think she was out due to the concussion, she had her best game was a 35-point game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists against the Phoenix Mercury. After coming off of a 4-game hike, like, she didn't play against the Phoenix Mercury. That's a top 3 team in the league. Yeah, they lost, but I mean, 35 points again, that's a lot of points for a rookie. And it's just the way that she's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Off the dribble and once. She's commanding respect. Like, her presence is felt. Sonia Citron is doing the same thing. Look, I got to give props to Sonia Citron. But, I just feel like she has Kiki Ariafen, somebody who's extremely reliable. Even when Brittany Sykes was there, that's a leader. Like, that's 3 people right there where you could give the ball to and be like, yo, take care of it. I got you. Shakira Austin, I know she's been dealing with injuries, but she came back. She's been balling too. So I feel like Sonia Citron's had more help than Paige. Paige Beckers was voted as an all-star starter, which I think only happened like 10 times in history. Sonia Citron was a reserve. So it's just like, that even just shows you, like, Paige is just leading the way, on all aspects. So by far, it's Paige.
It's levels, man. But who I do look sideways, a little sideways at? Notre Dame. Cause I was like, y'all had this talent, and y'all got with Hannah and Lydia, y'all got bumped like by that team. Like, I'm like, I ain't know Sonya was this good. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't know she was this good. I'm like, yo, like, this girl's talented, yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like at Notre Dame, like, Sonia Citron, you could tell, like, regardless of what was going on with Olivia Mounts and Hidalgo, like, Sonia Citron was the most poised, but we never saw this because she never really had the ball in her hands as much. It was Hannah Hidalgo, it was Olivia Mounts. Sonia Citron was more like the third option, or if it's like, yo, we need somebody to save her. Then Sonia came in, but she's been looking incredible, and it's like, listen, man, give her props.
Yeah, the fact though, but yeah, I got Paige. I ain't even want. I called it before. Look, it's certain players that no matter what you do, you're not taking this award from them.
Yeah,
it's that's just how it goes. Like Paige Beckers, you're not getting that award from her. Caitlin Clark, you're not getting that award from her. Even like go to NBA, LeBron. It's certain players that we not even gonna let you think you getting this award. Like feel me? So Paige, she been had it since day one. I think she's gotten every rookie of the month so far. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So like, yes, she might Sonya might make the playoffs. I believe they're like 9th, 10th now. Maybe she won't. But yeah, her team might look better because they had, like you said, Mel, they had Shakira, they had Sykes, they had Kiki, they had a bunch of players that's like. So and Dallas, I mean, she's cut now. They had Terry McCowan. They had Terry McCowan there. So like Paige didn't have much, like yes, she had Degenates, but Degenates had the role she's playing now with Minnesota is a total different role than she had in Dallas. So like you had Alyssa Smith, same thing. That wasn't her role. She looks good over there in Oasis in that role. You had who else she had? It's been a bunch of like he'll start JJ at point with Paige and he'll have her come up the bench. You have Zaya starting and Zaya off the bench. It's like it's a lot going on over there. But that Dallas team is not bad. Like they got the good, like, how can I put it, like they got a nice body. They just need some nice clothes. If that makes sense. Like it's like, you got Paige, you got
they
Zaya.
have the foundation.
Yeah,
they just have to build the house.
Yeah, they got Paige. They got, I like Azaya. I like Lee. I like JJ. I like the European. I forgot her name.
Louisa.
Yeah.
Shooter. Yeah.
I like her. I like Maddie. I like Diamond Miller. So they got some good foundation. He's going to add a couple more pieces here and there, get y'all a competent coach, and boom, we might be in the playoffs. Not gonna lie, we'll see, man. We'll see, man.
The last thing I want to say is the best game, like the best game that I've seen from Dallas was when they played Phoenix and they had Paige Beckers, Isaiah James, and JJ quickly in the lineup. They beat Phoenix. They looked unstoppable. Isaiah James going crazy. JJ blowing past people. Paige leading the way. Like, that was the best game that I've seen. That was without Enrique. So I feel like that young talent, if they get a chance to shine and play, the sky's the limit, because Isaiah James is a walking bucket too. Like, she could give you 20 any night if given a chance. So, they definitely got a lot of promise.
Sure, man. AJ Wilson and Alicia Gray. One player of the week. It's kind of like people forgot about AJ Wilson. Like, I seen a lot of disrespect on her name this year with this fee, best player in the world stuff. And I don't know where it's coming from. I don't understand where it's coming from. But this week Alicia Gray averaged 21, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Asia is at 29.3 points, 13 rebounds, 3.7 assists. She just had the first 30-20 game.
Crazy.
I don't care if it's against Connecticut.
Doesn't matter.
Everybody played against Connecticut. Everybody didn't do that. So I don't care about who was against, man. Now, do y'all think the disrespect on AJ name will stop, or they gonna keep pushing this fee best player ish for a little longer?
I'm biased.
I'm
just kidding.
You're a Lynx fan.
No. I'm a Lynx fan, but it's different. I think A'ja Wilson is obviously the best player in the world. There's no question about that. She is the standard. If there's somebody who you want to model your game after and you're a post player, you're looking to A'ja. And even if you're a guard or something, you should dream of being that dominant, in whatever you're doing or whatever. So Asia's hands down the best player in the world to me. That's always I'm always an A'ja fan, 20,000%. But I think with Nafisa, she's just kind of a player that I think people didn't expect her to be what she is. And I think that that's just the reason why people are kind of giving that big hype. Her team is doing really well right now and played really well last season. They made it to the finals with I'll be honest, I love the Lynx, but that's not a team that you hear people talking about for real. If you're not in WNBA spaces, you're not hearing people talk about them, or they don't have crazy big names. They have Kayla McBride and they have Nafisa, but the fact that this team has been able to come together and a lot of people have written them off on other teams, or they've been waived but given another chance here, and they've been able to thrive and create something. I think that that's just been I think that all of those things kind of have culminated to people being oh, Fee's amazing, the best in the world. I don't think she's better than A'ja. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, but I do think that she's able and capable of holding her own, and I do think she's had a good 2 seasons so far, and I think it only goes up from here. So I don't think A'ja should be getting the disrespect, because like I said, best player in the world, hands down. She's the greatest, and even all season she's been super consistent. And I think that the only reason that that's been overshadowed was just because her teammates were having bad stretches, or they weren't showing up for her, but she's been consistently great the entirety of the season. So I kind of hate that people have made it a little back and forth, comparing the two, pitting them against each other, because it's they're both great in their own respect, but A'ja is one, and then there's big gap to A to B. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Big gap.
I don't want no big gap, but
I think it's big gap.
I don't want no big gap. I think we got somebody that's God, man, I don't know about that.
I know where you was going. I know where you was going.
Number 30, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, just to piggyback off of what Tori said, yeah, I feel like the A'ja disrespect, it has nothing to do with her individual game. Because if you're paying attention, A'ja Wilson is doing her job.
Mm-hmm.
A'ja Wilson is doing what she needs to do, right? She's made, at the end of the day, you play or whatever, it's at the end of the day, A'ja can say she did her job, she did her best. It's because of her team's lack of success and issues is kind of overshadowing, what A'ja is doing. So because the Aces are playing well, they're making a connection. Okay, so A'ja Wilson is falling off, or she's on the decline, but you're not even paying attention to what's going on. Because if you're watching the games, A'ja Wilson is still holding it down. It's just her team is struggling. There's a lot going on with the Aces. Julie going to the bench. The trade for Melissa Smith. A lot of things going on. They getting punched by 30. They lost by 52 against Minnesota. It's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So, it's definitely unfortunate because, like I said, to me, A'ja Wilson is still the best player in the world. And, listen, I'm a Liberty fan, and it hurts for me to say this, but I'm going to just be honest. Listen, I feel like right now, in this moment, I'm not talking about best player overall. Talk about who's right now, better moment, to me, is Napheesa Collier.
And I agree.
I feel like, what you said? I'm sorry.
I agree.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and it's like, I feel like right now, like, Fee can score on any level. She's shooting threes. She take you off the dribble. She posts you up, down line, defense. Like, she does everything. Now, like I said, I'm not saying she's not a better player than A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson is a champion. Like, Fee's still trying to get to that. You know what I'm saying? So, there's things that need to go right on Fee's, and for her to, like, even be in the conversation of overstepping A'ja Wilson. But I just feel like, just based off of, like, Fee's play, it's kind of like, they're trying to give her this moment. And she deserves it. She's been playing incredible. There's times when I'm looking at Napheesa Collier, I'm like, yo, she's impossible to stop. She's so efficient. But what also helps is playing underneath that system of Cheryl Reeves. That Minnesota Lynx team is a damn good team. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, I know you mentioned before, like, a lot of people aren't really, wasn't really talking about Minnesota. I'm somebody where, like, I peeped game a long time ago, and Minnesota scares the heck out of me. They scared the heck out of me last year. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, in the finals, and things like that. They still scare me now because they just have that grit, that intestinal fortitude, and they're so well coached to where it doesn't matter who you have on that other side. They still have a chance just because of their ability to go get it. So I don't think that Napheesa Collier will overtake A'ja Wilson as the best player in the world until she wins championships. Then we can maybe debate, because if we're just talking player to player skill set, I will say I would give Fee the advantage just from the standpoint of the fact that Fee is shooting threes. A'ja Wilson doesn't really shoot threes that much, and she's not an effective 3-point shooter compared to Fee. So Fee has that advantage. But I think right now, A'ja is still the best in the world. But right now, it's Fee's moment. But, she's playing on a great team. I mean, look who Napheesa Collier is playing with. A'ja Wilson doesn't have that. So at the end of the day, the love still has to go to A'ja Wilson overall, in my opinion.
Jacking 9 feet, man. Nine. I ain't jacking.
It's hard to say, but I just
even though we got beef with the Aces, right? But that's old beef. That's.
But that don't even seem like a beef. Yeah. Like with Minnesota, it's war. Like when they.
That's what I'm saying. It's different with them. Like
it's cool love, but
it's crazy because I literally liked them a couple years ago, and then it's like they became like my. Like, when I see them, I just get irritated. Like these bums. Because it's like, nah. Well, they ain't bums, but it's like if you look at their team, like Tori said, they have no big names. Like you be like, who the fuck is Bridget Carlton? Who the fuck is Alana Smith? Who the hell is Kayla Brown? She got kind of name, but who the hell? But when they step on that court, they are on a string. They are on a string. When she move, and they work very well together. Like, and then bringing in Degenerates, like they work very well. Like, I don't know why, but I love Alana Smith. I don't know what it's about her. Like, I don't know what it is about her.
She's
like,
great.
Yeah. I don't know what it's about. Like, cause like I love her. Like, I got her on TikTok, right? And I just like, I find myself just like going to her page and like watching her videos, like, cause I don't know what it is about her. Cause I hate her team, but like I don't like she's my favorite Lynx. I don't know why.
It's like I think it's like that ability to bounce back. Like she's just always like, even when it's like she's not like when you watch her like last year against like JJ and Stewie, it's like you can tell like she was down there fighting. Like she and like it was like bad back, like she was getting injured, bad knee, but like she just keeps getting back up. Like you can just tell that the Lynx really want that, and I think that like that's just one of those things that it's hard to like hate about somebody, like them just going out there hooping and putting their head down.
I hate them, but her, I don't know. It's some like she's likable. Her, I mean, Courtney is also likable because Courtney, she reminds me of myself. You know, like you gonna pop your shit. So like when she pop her shit, I be like, somebody please shut her up. Like, she came into the Barclays the other day talking about, we here, twin. I'm like, yo, like, who she think, like, what she think, what she, like, y'all quiet now? I'm like, yo, like, who she talking to? Like, why she talking like that? Like, what you mean we quiet? I bet, like, you talking crazy, but we gonna see you. I'm gonna see her. I'm going to the game the 19th. I'm gonna see her. And guess what? I'm gonna pop out with a sign. Watch the sign say. Watch it. I'm having my sign. Right. Matter of fact, I tell y'all, I don't care. I'm gonna have my sign. I'm gonna draw 2 troll dolls, right, with the pink hair, and I'm gonna put on top of it dud butts. Cause that's what they dud butts. They not like, and I want them to see it. Yo, Courtney, twin, like, you gonna take this L, get your ass up, and go back to Minnesota. And then she got the nerve to be hanging in New York more. Yo, she in Brooklyn bred. She in Brooklyn. Yo, she in Brooklyn. I'm like, yo, you gonna beat us and then just hang in my city? Like, she in a city. She in Brooklyn Bridge. She talking about, like, it's all love here. I ain't no love here. Get up out of here. Like, get up out of here. Like, what you like. So we got something for you, Court twin. We got something for you, man. But yeah, man. Even what else we got? Phoenix Mercury. Despite AT's 3 straight triple doubles, they have been losing. In their last 12 games, they're 6-6. They look different. They don't look the same. I don't know what it is. Like, Satu game, her level has came down a bit. Kai's been playing okay. AT still way up. Lexi Hale hasn't been playing as well or playing as much with the one there. Sammy still, she's been alright still. She's been alright. But just from like I don't know, it's like, maybe it's like a chemistry thing, because, like, a player's coming in, but she's not just any player. She's Wnba. She's your best player's wife or girlfriend, whatever they got going on. So it's like, it's some kind of like favoritism there, where it's like, she ain't gonna throw me the ball. She gonna look for her wife or girlfriend. So, like, I feel like the chemistry is like a little off. It's off. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But it looked a little off to me, So I'm not as scared of them now, if they keep playing this way, as I was before, where they looked like a dangerous team without her. You would think Adam Wnba, you would go from right here to up here, but it's like they're going downwards as far as like play wise. They're still third seed, so they're not like missing the place. Yeah, not in the world. But it just hasn't looked good for me the last couple of days, minus that FIFA game. But what's y'all take on the Phoenix Mercury?
I definitely agree with what you were saying. The chemistry thing, I don't know what happened there. I feel like it was like we were all waiting for them to kind of get fully healthy, like after I forgot which player it was, but she had like the lung situation. Yeah. So we were after that, and then there was like Ka coming back, and it was like she's, we don't know like what the situation is going to be with that, how long we're going to have to figure it out without her. And then it was like AT was out with an ankle, and I felt like Satu had kind of got something going with the team, and they were playing like honestly really well at the beginning, and I was like, this is crazy that they look this good. Like, I would have never thought, no shade, that Satu could like get a team going to that magnitude and even like be shooting it as efficiently as she was. Like, sometimes I know I would watch games and like the first half she would not look good, and then it'd be like something clicked in the second half and they're like raining threes, like they're just punishing their defenders and punishing the opposing team. And now, like, I think I went back and watched their game versus the Dream yesterday, and you're definitely right. Like, something's off, but it's like you can't even really put your finger on it. Like, it's like AT's doing great, and like Dewana Bonner has like contributed to winning some of the games. Like she's done well like offensively, but it's just like, I don't know, like something just isn't quite right. It's like sometimes Satu has a great game, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes Ka has a great game, sometimes she doesn't. And I think maybe it could be that they just need, to like know what to expect from one another every day and be consistent. But I don't really know. I don't even really know what's going on there. But I feel like I agree there's definitely something going on. But I'm hoping they're able to like, kind of make something happen by the time the playoffs roll around.
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix, is one of those teams where they've definitely another team where I don't think people never really knew where they was going to be placed, because people they didn't know what to expect. But I definitely feel like Phoenix has definitely shocked a lot of people this year, and they definitely are in a bad like little rut right now. But I just feel like just looking at how they've been playing, like I just feel like outside of Alyssa Thomas and at times Dewana Bonner, they're just not, the other players are just not being productive. You know what I'm saying? Like Natasha Mack, Satu Sabli has been up and down. Kalia Kappa is still like obviously she's coming off of an injury, so she's trying to get her groove, but she's still trying to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Monique Okoa Makani, the freshman, she's been up and down this season. So all across the board, I just think Phoenix is struggling with players being consistent outside of the main 1-2 punch or the 1-2-3 punch. So I just feel like, especially now we're, gearing into the players, you want to make sure that players are feeling comfortable, they're feeling confident. And I feel like they'll pick it back up because I feel like they're too great of a team to stay this low. But, I know we were talking about like them against Atlanta. I just feel like, I think they played them a few weeks ago too. They got blown out. I just feel like Atlanta is a bad matchup for them on all fronts. I mean, size-wise, speed-wise with the guards, Alicia Gray could do issue. I just feel like Atlanta is a bad matchup for Phoenix on all fronts. So I'm not really surprised what I'm seeing in terms of like when they play them. But I just feel like, 1 minute they're able to score a lot of points, but when they do, they're giving up more points or they're having trouble with scoring the ball. So I just feel like overall it's a lot of inconsistencies. And Alyssa Thomas is still, the enforcer. She's still leading the way, but, she's going to need help. You know what I'm saying? And it can't be like, okay, DeWanda Bonner scores 25 one game and then scores 9. Like, nah, you need Satu to step up. You need the rookie to step up. You need more consistent play out of the others to be a contending team. And I feel like right now we're just not seeing that consistency.
Yeah. If you want to be a team, because like in the beginning of the season, Satu was playing like an all Wnba level. Like,
he was.
Like, and now I'm looking like her last couple games, like she had like 23 against Connecticut, but besides that, 7, 9, 9, 6. So, I don't really know what's going on there. But if they want to have any chance of making some kind of run, Satu has to be the second best player. I think from a talent level, she's better than everybody but AT. I feel like she has to be their second best player. Like it's the rookie. Even though she's an older rookie, she's still a rookie. She has to play better. Lexi Hell, like everybody got to be better. Simple. Like everybody just has to be better. Simple as that. And like Atlanta did whoop their ass. I'm looking. I see like they whooped them by 23.
That was bad.
Whooped them by 8.
I think also though it's kind of a lot to. I won't lie. I didn't really have the Mercury up too high in like at the beginning of the season, just because I feel like Ka and Satu, they're more like volume shooting players, and like while like when they're hot they're really like dangerous. It's just that like when they're not and that shot isn't falling, like it'll push you out of a game, but it's like they have to keep shooting just like to try and win the game. And so like when you do think about like Satu playing in Dallas or like Ka playing with Phoenix last year, it's kind of like they're playing kind of the same. I think it's just that they don't have like anything off the bench like they did at the beginning. Like the rookies are kind of starting to hit that like skid of like, okay, we've played almost the whole season. Yeah. They're kind of like in a lull. And so I think that that's the only part is that they need them to like, be a little more efficient than they typically are. And I don't really know if that's the kind of player that either of them are, at least not right now.
I need Phoenix to like get it together and stay in that third seed and at least like tire Minnesota out before we beat them. I need to tire them out before we whoop them.
All right.
Tire them out before so we can whoop them. Just like last year, they went to like 5. I was like, yo, just get up to 5, tire them out. We can just whoop them. But I think they had that, Last but not least, we got. So basically, right, it's called Facts is Facts, right? So I'm gonna give you 7 statements, right? You have 5 seconds to say if it's a fact or not a fact. Also, you can use a lifeline. So like you could ask Mel or you could call somebody.
Okay.
All right. And like let's say if the score is 5, like let's say either you or Mel up by 1 or down by 1, right? I have a bonus question that is equals 2 points. So like if you're down 1, you can win, or Mel if you up 1 or whatever, you win by 3, whatever, right? So who want to go first, Tori or Mel?
You got it, Mel.
I'm a gentleman, so I was going to say ladies first. But listen, I got it. I'll set the tone.
All right, Mel. First statement. Did Alicia Gray attend North Carolina?
Not facts.
Diana Taurasi was drafted first overall in the 2009 draft.
Facts.
John Quell was drafted by the Sparks.
Not facts.
Angel Reese participated in the McDonald's All-American game.
Not facts.
Iowa versus LSU championship game. Alexis Morris led LSU in scoring.
Facts.
Tanaya Latson won a championship in high school with a current teammate.
Facts.
Veronica Burton won gold medal with Team USA.
Not facts.
All right, we'll just go down. Are you ready, Tori?
I am. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Did Alicia Gray attend North Carolina?
Not facts.
Diana Taurasi was drafted first overall in the 2009 draft.
Facts.
John Quell was drafted by the Sparks.
Not facts.
Angel Reese participated in the McDonald's All-American game.
I'm gonna say facts.
All right. Iowa versus LSU championship game. Alexis Morris led LSU in scoring.
I'm gonna say facts.
Tanaya Latson won a championship in high school with a current teammate.
I'll say facts.
Veronica Burton won gold medal with Team USA.
I'll say facts.
All right. I ain't gonna lie, y'all suck, man, but y'all both tied with two.
Two is crazy.
Y'all both tied with two. So
I felt mad confident, bro.
Alicia Gray did attend North Carolina before South Carolina. Yes. Diana Taurasi was not drafted in 2009.
I blanked on that.
It was like 8. It was 7, 8?
Yeah,
6?
I think it was like more. He played with 20 years, so we'll be in. So like 20 years minus for next year. But last year was 24, 20 years, so 2004.
Ooh.
John Quell was drafted by the Sparks and traded for Chelsea to Connecticut for the rights for Chelsea Gray. Angel Reese, you got that right. Did not participate. Well,
I got that one right.
Because she was in it like Pickfoot, but she didn't play in it because COVID happened.
Yeah.
Alexis Morris did not lead the LSU in scoring. It was Jasmine off the bench. She had.
Bro, Alexis
had 21. Jasmine had 22. Jasmine had 22.
Yeah.
Tanaya did win. She won a chip with Raven, and Veronica Burton did win gold medal in 2021. All right, so tied with 2. All right, so now got one last statement.
2 is crazy. How many questions you said there was 7? You said
7.
Okay.
All right, so Mel, Sabrina in her senior season was eliminated in the Sweet 16 in the tournament.
Facts.
All right, Tori, same question. Sabrina Ionescu in her senior season was eliminated in the Sweet 16 during the NCAA tournament.
Facts.
I ain't like y'all suck, man.
What we finna say, as long as we tied, man, we
y'all tied, man. She ain't even had no tournament. COVID hit.
No, and there was a part of me that was like, I don't remember. That didn't happen. But I wanted to believe.
It's 5 seconds to put in pressure.
She ain't had no tournament. It was a COVID hit, man. So, hey, y'all tied. 2 out of 8. That's bad, but that's.
Now, one more for us?
I got one, man. I get one more. If y'all want me to get one more,
okay, one more.
Yeah, one more for the love.
Yeah, that was bad, man. That was bad, man. Hold on.
Sorry, I told you I wasn't good at this.
No, I didn't have. When he had asked you, I was like, I
pick a player.
With the W?
Yeah, pick a player, past, present, no matter.
Courtney Williams.
I did already. Who else? Want to do Heidemann?
Yes. Let's do that.
Yeah, y'all bad, man. Y'all like facts.
Mind you, I don't know nothing about Natisha Heidemann.
Man.
Oh, man. If y'all tie again, y'all just tied, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Y'all just tied, man.
We can live with that.
Yeah, all right, so let me see. Okay, all right, so that seems too easy.
I probably would have got it wrong.
Yeah,
that part.
It seemed too easy. Yeah, it seemed too easy.
I'm out here looking bad, Rob. You have to cut this segment out. Okay.
All right, damn, man. All right, damn, hold on. Trying to make it too easy, man. All right, boom.
Easy.
Nah, wait, yeah, I do.
I need the easiest of easiest.
All right, so how can I put it? Was Heidemann? Oh, did Heidemann coach at the high school level?
I'm going first.
Yeah, you first, man.
You said, I'm sorry, repeat the question. Did Heidemann what?
Did Heidemann coach at the high school level?
Not facts.
Not fact.
I'm gonna say facts.
One of us is going to win.
All right, Mel won. She coached in college. She had
Sorry, I'm not proud about that win. I'm not proud.
I wanted to be different. I was like, well, we can't tie again. I was like, whatever he said, I'm gonna just do the opposite.
Respect.
She was assistant coach at Penn State in August 2023.
Respect.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's what's up, though, man. But
yeah,
shout Tori, thanks for pulling up on us. You know,
appreciate you.
You're welcome back anytime. You, of course, you like anybody that come up here with a good vibe. Guess what? Now you family now, so you stuck with us. So you know, pull up anytime. Yeah, also shout out your podcast. Shout out your podcast. You know, shout out your podcast.
Oh yes, of course. Like, go check out Girls Who Like Hoops. It's actually a new episode out. Like right now. Like whenever you post this, I just dropped right now. Okay, so go check that out if you're interested. And you know, of course, always support Mel, Robbie. I'm definitely gonna push this. I'm pushing this. Bad.
Thank you. Appreciate you. And I ain't gonna lie. Like I knew like. Cause I found you through Justice with us, but I watch out, you know, your lives, whatever, and I'm like, let me see who she is. I'm like, damn, like she might be a Mel, like the way she's like she's like herself. Yeah, like I'm like the way like she's herself, you know, like she talks about basketball. It'd be some random music. I'm like, and then she I remember one time you posted about why homegirls don't get in the studio. I'm like, yo, like it just be the random shit on her mind. She just speaking about that shit. She speak about it. And Mel do the same thing. I'm like, yo, I gotta have her on. Then I seen your part. I seen your episode. I think it was like your last episode. I'm like, yo, like she can entertain a whole pod by herself. Yeah, she different. Yeah, she different. Like we gotta get up on there. And I told you, I said, bring your personality. Bring all that. Don't come up here on some. Yes, no, nah. Bring all the jokes. Bring all that. Bring all that. Yeah, bring all that. That's welcome here. But yeah, shout out her pod. Make sure y'all go check out her pod. Follow her on TikTok. What's your TikTok again?
Typical Tori. Yeah,
Typical Tori.
Typical Tori.
Show us some love, y'all.
Hit that bell, and like that, we out of here.